Section A. The instruction given for this particular subjective question is that we should answer all the questions in this section. So let us begin, meaning you're going to attempt all of them. All right, the ones you don't know, don't waste time on that. Just keep it and go on. Proceed with the next ones. Which of the lines shown below is used to represent limits of partial view? Limits of partial view is brought from the topic entitled Sections and Sectional Views. In this kind of topic, we treated that an object like a shaft or a tube or a pipe can be cut up and be opened. Now, it's more like part section or any of those things that we can use where you open an object to show a small part of it. That's why it is called partial view, not all of them. So you discover there's an area that can be rough, where maybe you tore up a part of it to show the remaining hidden part, a small part of the inner part of the object. The line that is used to show the limit of the tearing that allows you to see the inner part of it is called what? The limit of partial view. So the only line that can give us this, that can be used there, is this one, and that is B. B is the correct answer. A is thick line, is used to print out an object and other things. C is hidden dash, is used to show hidden parts of an object, and then D is normally used to show center line and other things like cutting plane together with showing the movement of parts. So the answer here is B. Which of the following instruments is used for transferring dimensions from one point to another? The correct answer here is C, pair of dividers, this one. Protractor is used for constructing angles. Pair of compasses is used for constructing curves, radius, circles, and the rest of them, even though sometimes we use it to transfer measurement. While T-square is primarily used to draw horizontal and vertical lines. So in this question, the correct answer is what? The correct answer is C. Number 3. If 1 millimeter represents 15 meters in a given plane, what is a representative fraction? Normally, representative fraction is written in the form of picture or P all over real image R, P all over R. All right. Now, you do not use, you can see we have two different dimensions here. Since it's 1 millimeter, and we are related to comparing with meter, we know that 1 meter is the same thing as 1,000 millimeters. So to convert these meters to millimeter, we just have to multiply that 15 by 1,000. Automatically, this gives us a ratio whereby it is 1:15,000. D is the correct answer. A, B, and C are wrong. Number 4. The type of dimension shown in figure 1 is B. The answer is B. It's chain dimension method of dimension. There are majorly two types of dimension, which is datum and then chain. This one that is shown here now is chain because one starts from here and stop here and it's continued like that. Okay, chain method of what? Dimensioning. So the correct answer is B. Number 5, which of the following is dimensioned correctly? Which of them is dimensioned correctly? The correct answer here is B. The correct answer here is B. Every other one is not correct. Now, the small square you see around this option A here, supposed to be at the back, not in the front. Now, that is why this one is correct. That small square tells you that all the sides, this side, this side, and this side, and this side, are all 10 millimeters length by length. Every other one is not correct. This is a redundant dimension, which is incorrect. So the right measurement here is, the right way of dimensioning is B. That is B. Number 6. What is the value of the length x shown on the plane scale in figure 2? What is the value of the length x shown on the plane scale in figure 2? Well, of course, this is centimeter. But the values here are given in millimeters. So if you are to convert centimeter to millimeter, multiply them by 10. So this is supposed to be 10, this one becomes 20, this is 30. And if this one is 20, then add this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can see we have about 28 millimeters in this case. The answer is what? C. The answer is C. Number 7 requires an illustration. So pay attention to the illustration to be shown now.
All right, question number 7. From the question we have this to say. This one is a 30 degree by 60 degrees, right angle triangle, and 45 degrees, 45 degrees, right angle triangle, as the question puts it. Simple. This is a straight line. The angle of a straight line is 180 degrees. If here is 45 degrees, then simply y will become 180 minus what? 45 degrees, which is what? 135 degrees as the answer. Subsequently, the answer in this case will become what? C. C will be your answer.
Number 8. Which of the following is a plane figure? A plane figure does not have thickness. Simple. And is always drawn in two-dimensional form. So you can see that in this case, cuboid is not a plane figure, pyramid, not a plane figure, prism not. But the answer is A, trapezoid. Trapezoid is the correct answer, which is A. Number 9 requires an illustration for the answer to be known. Therefore, watch the illustration below.
This is question number 9. The question says, which of the following is a plane figure? Which of the following is a plane figure? Okay, sorry, number 9. Question number 9. It says, if and n is parallel, this one and this one are parallel. Figure O. Alright, we said, what do we do? Now, the problem now is that we have to isolate the figure that was described in the options. The answer in this case is A, whereby N, alright, Q, and P, O is a rhombus. Alright, this one N, you see, NQ, PO, this one is a rhombus. There is also another rhombus here, and that is this other one here. But it's not listed in the options. If you talk about B, R and PO is a trapezium. R and PO is not a trapezium. That is not a trapezium. Triangle QMO is equal in area to triangle NQO. QMO equal in area is N, Q. No, for two triangles to be equal, they must have the same base. This one and this is the base for this one. What is the base? It's different. And then triangle NRP is a right angle. No, there's no sign that there's a right angle triangle here. So this is the correct answer for this one.
Number 10 requires an illustration. Therefore, what's the illustration that follows for you to grasp the answer that follows?
This one. This is question number 10. Number 10. The answer here is A. Alright, how do you come to that? A states that we have 3 triangles, 3 rhombus, and 3 trapezium. Let's find them out. We have 5 triangles, 3 rhombus, and 3 trapezium. Let's look at this here. You see 1, 2, 3. Okay, that is 1 triangle, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangles are established. This is 1 rhombus. This is 2 rhombus. This is the 3rd rhombus. And then talking about trapezium, we have 1, we have 2, and then we have 3. The 3 of them are established. Any other description here is not correct.
Number 11. Which of the following is not a reentrant polygon? Any reentrant polygon will have a part of it cave into the object. Now, reentrant, these are all pentagon, all of them. You can see that this one caving here, this one caving here, this one caving here, but there's nowhere here where this object carved in. The part of this, was bent inwards or anywhere, thereby confirming C to be the only correct answer in this place. Question number 12 requires illustration for the decision for the answer to be known.
This is question number 12, and the question reads that which of the following expression is correct about the tangential triangle circles shown in figure 5. Look at it, simple. In fact, by observing these things, you can see that from here to here, this particular place is a combination of the radius of this one plus radius of this one. Because this one from here to here is same as from here to here. While from here to here is same as from here to here. Hence, R2 is a summation of R3, alright, plus R5. And that is what gives C. C, the right answer. C is the correct answer in this particular case. Get that?
Question number 13 requires illustration for the answer to be known.
Get that? This question is number 13, and the correct answer in this case is parabola, which is what? A. Which is a half. This is a construction of parabola. You will need the directrix and what? Center axis line, which we need for this construction. Normally, in the construction of parabola, you have to draw lines vertically, and the division of that line is done by this particular system or method of constructing, dividing a straight line into equal parts. That's why they introduce this one. When you have divided the lines, the axis, vertically equally, then you cannot take measurement from the directrix and then come to the focus and then start making mark on those vertical lines you draw. This pattern will come out. And that is what makes it to become what? A parabola.
Question number 14 requires an illustration for your decision about the answer to be clear.
This is a diagram for question number 14. Now, if you look at this particular problem, this is figure 7. The answer is A. The answer is A. That's the correct thing. And how? That means F1T plus F2T is the same thing as what PR. It is the same thing as what PR. How? You see, this is one of the methods of constructing parabola, this is ellipse. This is an ellipse. Normally by using thread, whose distance from here to here, alright, is drawn. Of course, distance from here to this is the same thing as distance from here to here. If you stretch this thread now completely, it will be the same thing as from here to here. That's what it's meant. When you get a thread that has the same distance PR, then shift them to this place. You can now use your word pen and scratch this shape. pass it through the core, it will come here, go to that side and produce the other one, and this diagram will come out. It's one of the methods for constructing parabola.
Question number 15. The name of the curve on the cylinder shown in figure 8 is what? We have A, cycloid, no. B, Archimedes spiral, no. C, involute, no. The answer is not involute. And then D, the answer is helix. Why do we know it's helix? You know, the deception here is that this curve, this pattern here looks like an involute. But because we have a dotted line around, it means that this line was wrapped outside, and then the other side, they wrapped out around the object and came back to this side where we can see it, and the other side we cannot see it. So it was wrapped around the tube along, giving us a helix condition. So the correct answer here is D. So do not mind this person who marked this person says the correct answer. Number 16. Number 16, let's read it. The pictorial drawing, which has its preceding line drawn half full size, is called, the correct answer is cabinet. Cabinet. Axonometric is not. Perspective drawing is not. Cavalier drawing is not the type of drawing. Though cavalier drawing is a brother to cabinet drawing, but in cavalier drawing, the preceding side is drawn full length. You don't divide it half full by any, ratio. But this one is half full. So the answer is B. Number 17, figure 9. In figure 9, the line XY is called the ground level, horizontal level. Yes, that's the horizontal level. Perspective line, this is perspective line. Ground level is not in this, but it's not shown here. Eye level is not shown in this drawing, except horizontal level, and that is the line at the back, XY. XY. The correct answer here is what? D. Now we have a problem here where we are given figures. Figure number 10 is to be used to answer questions number 18 and number 19. Now let us answer both at the same time. Now, which of the following views represent the front elevation of the object? You see, this object is drawn in such a way. You can see that in this place there's a deception here. This one seems to be similar to this. A and B seem to look similar. Even this C seems to be correct. The only difference in C is that the hole here, this hole in this place, is not shown here. All right. While in that of D, D and B seem to be the same, but it's not the same thing. Here, the hidden hole, this hole here, which appear in B, did not appear in D. However, the lower part here, which is shown, shows that this object has a thick part appear all the way to the bottom of the object, which is missing here. Therefore, it qualifies A to be the correct answer. Then number 19, we are told that the block is drawn in which of the following types of drawing? The answer is simply isometric. Yes, it was curved like this, 30 degree here, 30 degree that side. So it is an isometric drawing and not any other type of drawing. The answer is what? C. Number 20 requires an illustration for the decision to be made.
This problem we have here is question number 20, and this is the diagram. What we are asked now to state is what, which of the following represents the plan? Plan is looking at this object from the top. Are you getting it? So in this case, we have to take a look at this. This is hexagonal base pyramid, which was inclined at an angle to the horizontal. This is the angle to the horizontal. Now, it's hexagonal. It has six corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are two other, this copy of this type of lines to the other side. When you look from the top, you will see this corner, this one, and this, and the other to the other side. If you check in this drawing, the only one that will allow you to see these 6 corners, the 5 corners, except one, because this corner will cover this one when you're looking from the top. Is D. D is the correct answer for this problem.
Number 21 requires an illustration for the answer to be clear.
This is question number 21. It is drawn from a topic called line in space. This line KL and K1, L1 represent the images of an object presumed to be hanging in space between two surfaces called plane. Now we have the wall. Let me use the wall now for illustration for you to understand what it means. The wall here stands for vertical because the wall is standing vertical, so it's called vertical plane. Then we have the floor. It represents the horizontal plane, just like I showed here. So in technical drawing, it's assumed as you now move this one to stand vertically. Okay, it becomes like this, so that this one now is no more considered to be horizontal. In that sense, this one now is the horizontal, representing the horizontal plane, horizontal plane, HP, and this is vertical plane. So when we talk about this kind of problem, you have something like this, and then the question now comes is which of these, of the position A to D, is the horizontal trace of the line KL. Horizontal trace has to do with, this is the vertical image of the line KL. This is the horizontal image of the line KL. When we talk about horizontal trace in this kind of problem, we are talking about you trace the line for the horizontal. This is the horizontal trace. It moves and touches here, and then where the line from projected from the horizontal meets the line projected from the vertical. So you can see that this line moves from here, touching this particular XY axis is the point where the vertical plane and the horizontal plane join and meet together. That's where this XY stands for. So this is a projected line from the line KL, touching the point of contact between the two planes, and is diverted at 90 degrees to meet the projection from this. So the correct answer for this particular problem, the trace, is this point going up to meet this one at the top. So the horizontal trace from the horizontal line touching the XY line is diverted to meet the projection from the vertical trace. Where they meet, that means you trace the line projection from the horizontal, not from the vertical, from the horizontal. And then where they meet is at B. That's where it meets the projection from the vertical. So the answer automatically becomes B. This is the correct answer for number 21.
Number 22. Now we have a cylinder that was cut in this direction, XY line, and you have to look towards your left where the arrowhead is pointed. So somebody from here standing looking in this direction, the pattern you will see won't be triangle, either will it be this nor this. This is the pattern you're going to see. This. So the correct answer here is what? A. A is the correct answer. Now 23. Which of the following view shows the correct curve of interpenetration of a curve and a cone? Of course, this is wrong. When you look at this particular one, this one is wrong. This one is wrong. This one is also wrong. This one is wrong is because we are saying that the cone was not affected. No, this is the correct answer. A portion of the cylinder will enter the cone and a portion of the cone will enter the cylinder. That is why we have this kind of curve. It's not too deep like we have here. Alright, this case is saying that it's only the cone that entered the cylinder. That is not true. A portion of the cylinder will hide inside the cone. A section of the sphere will hide inside the cone, and that's why it is like this. So the correct answer is what? C. Okay, figure 14 shows the frustum of two solids. Use it to answer question 24 and 25. Alright, question 54 and 25. These two questions, 24 and question 25, require illustrations for you to understand how the decisions are made to arrive at the correct answer.
Now this is the diagram for question number 25. Is an intersection of what? Two plane shapes. This one is a sphere. When you chop off this particular surface, sphere is a circle object, and you look from the top, you're going to see a circle. A circle. The same way if you chop off this one now, you're going to see another circle also at the top, which is this one. When the two two of them join. There are two circles that meet together. So automatically the answer is going to be B, whereby they say that the two intersecting circles are shown when you view the horizontal what? Two shape of this particular plane shape.
Question 26 requires illustrations for the answer to be known.
This is the option. These are the options given for question number 6. And they say which sectional view is or are rectangular. This is a cylinder. All of them are cylinders. When you section this one, what you're going to see is circle. You look at it downwards. This one, if you section it and you look downwards, what you're going to see is going to be an ellipse. And that's because it's a cylinder. This one, when you cut it like this, what you're going to see is going to be a parabola. But this particular one, when you cut it, it's a cylinder. Chop it vertically. The pattern you're going to see is going to be what? A rectangle. Subsequently, the only answer here is what? B. And that is the correct answer for number 26.
Question 27 requires illustrations for you to decide the answer.
This is the question that was given to us in number 27. Alright, so we are looking at auxiliary projection in this case. And to get this answer smoothly, you project your lines in your separate sheet of paper from all these particular, different, we are talking about different shapes we have in this case. We have all that, okay? So you project those things that are coming up in this place, somewhat this way. Now, you have these ones, alright? You have these ones, you have that. Okay, so let us see what is going to happen. When you introduce the same thickness of this object here, you see that whoever we see here will see this side and this side. So this line will be very thick. This one that comes from here will also be thick. But you can't see this one is going to be dashed. This one will be visible. You can't see this particular one, which is from here. You hear this one now will be visible. Check the options you will now see in auxiliary projection. What we have here. The only one that makes this position is B. B is the correct answer that gives us the right value.
Question 28 requires illustration for the answers to be clearly known.
Now, this is an oblique plane. We want to answer question number 28. And question number 28 demands that what is the shape of the hole in oblique form? See what you do by using the coordinate point method. We are told that you should drop a line that is at 90 degrees to this. Drop it inside. The one that is at 90 degrees will go to this particular way. Alright? And the one that is 90 degrees to this will come like this. The one that's at 90 degrees to this will come like this. Do you see that this one will meet with this one somewhere here? This one too, they will meet somewhere here. And you have 4 points in the quad. These 4 points I am talking now are the points you will need for constructing your oblique circle. So you place your pin here from this place whereby this center line touches this side. You will produce this particular curve. And when you place your pin in this particular side, you from this place where the center line touch this rectangle square side, and you touch this side. Alright? You get it. When you now place your pin here, this one is going to come out like this. When you place your pin here, the other one will come out like this. You see that the pattern you're going to produce in oblique, the hole in oblique form, is going to be what? It's going to be an elliptical shape. It's an ellipse. It's not any other pattern that you have in this particular place. So automatically, the correct answer here will be what? A. That's the answer.
Question 29 and 30, they all require answer illustrations for the answers decisions to be made. Both
This is the diagram for question number 29, and the options are given. The correct option for here, they say, if you stand and look at this object, that what pattern will you see? The correct answer here is going to be what? C. C is the correct answer. Because if you choose C, which is like this is true. This face is this particular face. This remaining white face is this place all the way from here. This line is this one. This one is here. You will see it neat. That is what gives C the right qualities to become the correct answer. This is question number 30. Question number what? 30. In this case, we are told that what pattern, which figure or shape you see when you chop off a portion of this particular cylinder and look in the direction where y is projected. See this thing there. No, this is not a hollow cylinder, so that renders any other option A to C useless. I think there is a mark like this inside. We will not know that there is a hole, so we will not think of what, maybe considering what B as an option. But then, since there's nothing like this inside this place, it automatically confirms that this case is that of a solid cylinder. So the right thing, the top of the part of it is going to be solid, and that gives what D, the correct answer.
Section B. Now we are into section B, part 1, and that is under building drawing. Of course, it's in technical drawing. This is optional. It is optional. So you are either answering building drawing or you are answering a mechanical drawing. So you can't answer the two because the answer to 31 of building drawing is the same thing as answer to 31 mechanical drawing. But if your school is the one that has taught you both building drawing and mechanical drawing, answering this number 31 to 40 should not be a problem. Because if you do not seem to know the answer to a question given, maybe in building drawing, it's possible you can know the answer in mechanical drawing, the same number. Go to mechanical drawing. If you find the answer there correct, shade it after that number, and you have answered it correctly. So you have a better advantage in knowing both building and mechanical drawing. Right away, let us proceed without wasting much of time. 31. The answer is, the question is the type of door which is closed and opened vertically as shown in figure 18 is what? The answer is roller shutter. It can go up, it can come down. The other types of doors are not in this type of way. Matching door is different, matching border is different, revolving door, the one that goes round, double swing, the one you can open like leaves of a book. They are all not part of this kind of door. Now, figure 19 shows the center of the building, the entrance of the building. Use it to answer questions 32 and 33. Now, question number 32. The type of door shown is, here is swinging door. The answer is A. Not folding door, the one that fold and go up or fold one side this way, no. Not sliding door, that type that go this way or go this way, or flush door, the one you open the shutter one side. No, the answer is A. 33. The portion level T is a column. This is a column. Beam supposed to lie on top of it around here. But this is a column. On top here is the molding. Are you getting me? And you have something like an arch type of a door up here. So the other type of the empire is not here. This is not pyre, is not found here. Wall, no. This is not beam, it is a column. The correct answer is that is column, which is G. Now, reinforcement. Figure 20 shows a section through a lintel. The part level F is what? You see, we have this concrete to put on top of a window, wherein under it you put wooden object to make the lintel of a window or a door. Now you see that in this case, as a person, you would be required as an individual to identify that portion that is stained there, this black spot, these ones. It's nothing but a rose, but these are concrete, these are rod, all right, tied around by using wire, another lighter rod, tied down to reinforce the concrete. The correct answer there is C. The correct answer there is what? C. Now, we have 35. Hardcore is found. Hardcore is normally found in foundation. Yes, that is C, the correct one. Lintel is on top of window. Arch is on top of window and door, and the floor is found inside the house. So it is not, hardcore is not found in any of them except foundation. The drawing of a mold shown in figure 21 is molding is that you normally draw. I showed you that one the draw showed before. After putting the column of window, you mold something. Inside our roof, okay, the POP wall, you see mold in the decorated. So this is a type of molding. And these names you have here are different types of molding. But from all our studies, the type of molding we have here is A, or follow molding. There are other types listed. You can even go online and check these answers. You see so many of them. There are so many of them given out there. Which of the figures of hinge window below represent horizontal center swing? Horizontal center swing. The answer is D. All right, horizontally, the swing is fixed somewhere in the center here and at the center here, represented by this point where these two lines cross. So this thing can rotate around. You know, window you can move, and then it open in the middle, give you space and give you space here. When you push it, it will shut and close both openings at the same time. The center swing. So the answer is D. Question 22 is question 38. Figure 22 shows a section through a pitch roof. Use it to answer question 38 to 40. And now the question that they give us in 38 is here. All right, they say the part labeled V. What's the part labeled V? The part labeled V is this lower part. You can see the V somewhere around here. The part labeled V is here. The name of that is not is car soffit board. That's the board under this place. From the wall to the fascia board. Nagging is this is not no. You have truth. Truth is found inside the structure that hold the roof. Fascia board is a flat sheet you put somewhere around here to make the face of the roof very, very flat and cover all the irregularities there. So the correct answer here is 38 is soffit. 39. The roof of members S and T. You see, this is S, this is T here, and S is in the middle. What's the name of this roof? It's the R. The answer is B. Ridge, board, and ceiling joist. This is a ceiling joist, and this one is a ridge board, where this particular one rafter attach themselves. The rafter of the roof are attached at the top of the building. Then we have number 40. Number 40 requires illustration for you to understand the way the decision will be taken. So check out the illustration given below.
In question number 40, we have the roof. The question which was this: what is the pitch of the roof? The roof is given to us. That's particular way. Let me just sketch it to represent the diagram with this that was given for us to use and answer question 38 to 40. Now we have to find the pitch. Pitch, simple. Pitch is the distance from the height of the roof height divided by distance along the horizontal. Horizontal. Are you getting this? So since the horizontal given to us here is, the height given to us here is 1800 and this one is 5400. So pitch is calculated as follows. This one divided is 1800 divided by 5400. So if you cancel out, you're going to see that you're going to have 18 all over 54. And if you cancel this one out again by 6, you're going to have 3 all over 9. You cancel it, you're going to have 1 over 3. So you see that the pitch of that which is simply 1 over 3. And then the answer is what? A. That's the correct value for this problem.
Now, section B, part 2, we're now dealing with mechanical drawing. Therefore, let us go in. For those of you who are purely, who will answer for mechanical drawing, these questions belong to you. Now, I say what type of thread is shown in the square, is thread is shown in the square thread in figure 23. The single start. We only have one start here, not 2 of them. And even there's another one here, we have double start. But this single start thread. All other ones are not here. Right. The type of washer used is tap. Is tap washer. This is a washer here. This thing. All right, is tap. Locked up in a small hole, and then the washer flows, and then you bend this particular part. Normally lies here. You bend it up to attach itself to this kind of knot to lock it. It's a locking device. All right, it's a tap washer. So we use it specifically for the purpose of holding knot and preventing it from sliding away. That's 3. The type of key shown in figure 25 is, the answer is feeder key, is feeder, this one, D. The answer is D. Woodruff key, no. Jeep head, no. Saddle key, no. The answer is what? D, which is what? Feeder. Number 34, the type of thread profile shown in the figure is buttress, Acme has a different profile, metric, the same thing, square thread, different thing, square look like squares like this. Okay, Acme seems to bend at the cover and have a flat top. All right, while metric is just like a triangle, like a cone that is cut of a frost tree. So there are different types. This is buttress thread. Are you getting? The answer is what? C. Number 35, figure 26 shows a section of 2 plates riveted using a method called zigzag riveting. This is it. It's not plate riveting. This is wrong. This is zigzag riveting. The answer is C, zigzag riveting. You see something that looks like Z. The movement of this edge looks like what? Inverted Z. It's zigzag riveting. All right, so the answer is D. C, sorry. 36. Which of the following shows a single butt welding? Which of the following shows a single butt welding? The answer is A. This is A. This answer is A. Where we have single butt welding. This one is a different type. This is type of welding. This one is different from all these things. This is the correct answer, A. 37. What type of section is shown in figure 29? All right, the answer is what? Is a part section. Part section, not removed. It is part section. Where you cut a little part and tear it away so that you can show the little part. You can remember there's a question we answered earlier. I talked about limit of partial view. You see, this is the limit of partial view. This is, you can cut this thing to this point, tear it away to have this rough face, and then to enable you to see the extent of this hole from this countersunk head, and the bolt has entered, the extent to which it enters inside this shaft. So that is what we have required. We are not interested in another part of the shaft itself. So it's only part of this shaft that is revealed. So it's a part section. We now have question figure 28 shows a cast block. Use it to answer question 38 and 39. 38. Which of the following machine surface is not shown? The correct answer, what is not shown there, is undercut. Undercut does not exist here. It does not exist in this place. All right. Now, counter ball is a look at it here. Spot face can be found somewhere around at this particular place. Fillet is this curve that exists inside here. It doesn't exist in there's a fillet. So it exists. The answer is what? A. Number 39. Now we are told in this one, it says the portion level J and K, this particular portion level J and this particular K is called respectively are called what? The answer is counter ball, and this is counter ball. Together with what? Recess. Undercut is not a, so that's the correct answer. B is the correct answer for this particular problem. Now, the plan view of the screw head shown in figure 29 is what? Is Philip head. Philip's a chisel, no. Allen head, no. We have countersunk. Are you getting? This is Philip head. Allen seems to have hexagonal inside. This is Philip. That's why normally use star Allen key to be able to what? Use this kind of code. It is Philip head. So we'll be able to take that as A as the correct answer. Now, having answered this thing to the end, I want to officially use the opportunity to inform you that I'm also preparing videos that covers the essay and the practical part. Technical drawing has 3 parts. This is paper 1, and that is objective alone. We have paper 2 that has to test your knowledge of general construction work and some little complex. But paper 3 is centered on core practical, either you are concentrated in building drawing or machine drawing. So those of you who are interested, who will be interested in this video, it's not yet available now. I am working on the objective now to make sure that these things are available sufficiently for a couple of years. Then I'll settle back and start preparing these past ones to assist people who need it. So if you are in need of this, you really want to know when these practicals are set or available, drop your number, your WhatsApp number, as well as your email, because it's email address I will use to send you whatever I want to send to you as a person. Or if you want to get a link directly to yourself, send it to the number you see on the screen. Send it to me. I will keep it. When these videos are available, I will get you notified. Are you getting me? So I will be expecting you, your call, and your messages. Thank you for watching, and God bless you. Wait for 2019 questions coming. After 2019, I will switch back to 2016, 2015, 2014, even up to 2008, 2012, 2011, 10, 9. We'll pick some of those questions and put the objective questions here. So take it up, and I believe God will bless you. Thank you for listening.
There's the wonder of sunset at evening.